Hi, this is Chris of Wilson Wildlife Sculpture, and today I'm going to assemble compositions and give you some secrets of how I defy gravity in my sculptures. So this is some foxglove, and I've just painted it. Actually, I've got two foxglove and a wren. I assembled the wren this morning, and a common question is how do I defy gravity and get birds in flight like this hummingbird, which is going to be in the foxglove. How do I get it to defy gravity, and how do I assemble my sculptures? I've been doing this for over 40 years, 30 professionally, and this is techniques that I have self-taught. Although I have a master's degree in sculpture and have studied from a lot of artists across the country. But I'm going to share some secrets here. So the longer you stay with me, the more I'll share. A little family history, because foxglove is very important, flowers in general. Um, uh, I connect with my ancestry through William and John Bartram, who were famous botanists. And they were the first to describe, one of the first to describe foxglove, and they were the first to describe many plants and animals in the United States in the 18th century. So in my thesis in grad school, I retraced Bartram's footsteps and collected a lot of specimens, and really I tried to connect my work, a very spiritual connection to nature. Um, so I have, first what I did this morning is I assembled this wren. I carved the wren out of tupelo wood, one piece. I carved the mushroom out of one piece. The jasmine flowers are also carved. There's actually three of them. You can see that. And I just glued these together with 5-minute epoxy in a metal silver soldered the vine. But to transport this, I made it a little bit easier on myself. I used square tubing here, okay, in the bottom of the mushroom, so I can pack this base separately because this is more fragile with the tail and the bill and the metal feet, and I don't want to get damaged shipping or going to shows. So that's how I mount an easy piece. A lot of times I make the vines come apart. In this case, I didn't. This is black walnut on a piece of old mahogany. I don't like using tropical woods. Again, I talk about how I mainly find my work in nature, but these pieces are more formal bases. So I'm going to discuss that a little bit and my presentation techniques. So that's the state bird of South Carolina and the state flower. I'm getting ready for a show in South Carolina called SeaWe. That's the Southeastern Wildlife Exposition, and that's the largest wildlife art show in the world, actually. And I'm honored to be going there for over 20 years. So hope to see you in Charleston, South Carolina next February. So it is a cold winter's day here, and I'm doing spring flowers, ironically. Can't wait for it to be spring. My hands are cold here, even though I got rubber gloves on. But I like foxglove. I made it before. If you've seen work, here's one on, I just printed out this photograph. It's white foxglove and a mahogany base, and that's one I'm going to show you how I attempt to defy gravity in my works. So you can see in these pieces, I've changed it up. Actually, I had one painted white just yesterday, and I changed it because it didn't have contrast, and so I made it more violet. So I got, foxglove can vary quite a bit, so I've got a more a violet-y foxglove and a more warmer with little pinkish tones foxglove. And I already carved the ruby-throated hummingbird and put a metal needle. That is how I constructed its bill. So the bill, the metal goes all the way into the bird, through the head, into the body, and I can suspend it, defy gravity, just by holding it here. I'll probably have to glue it in place. A lot of times I like my works to come apart, but I haven't quite figured out all the dimensions because I got to work out the base. And I've got two base. I got two foxglove here and two bases. First base my idea was to do more of a modern slash postmodern finish. That means rather than it was all white, but I've distressed a little bit, and I think I might make it a little more whiter, and because I think I distressed it too much with this gold and browns in there. But I kind of want a postmodern look, and I'm not done painting the foxglove. There's a lot more detail on these flowers, so you can stay tuned on that. I'll try to do another video, the painting techniques. I used acrylics. Okay, these are all hand carved, and I have metal to defy gravity. I silver soldered metal as an armature here, and again I've got square tubing that's silver soldered to it, and that's how I defy gravity. I've done this for many years. These are small compositions, so these are pretty easy to figure out the engineering. But that's what I'm doing now. So I'm working on this base, and this is a much warmer base. This is redwood. It's figure redwood from out in the northwestern United States. So I'm going to put a little oil on that to get a little more luster. And this, since it's a warmer flower, I'm going to mount this on this piece here. So I haven't quite done that yet. I will finish it, but I just want to show you the techniques. So I've drilled holes in each flower, and I can actually suspend the bird many different ways. I actually haven't tried it in this one yet. I probably want to have it at a separate angle. Okay, I'll show you in this one here because I've already thought it out. And let me move a little bit closer so you can see that. So there are holes in each foxglove, and I'm getting it to defy gravity just by the weight of it, although it's heavy on the side, so I'm going to have to glue it in place. Okay, but the whole branch will come off the base because this base is, this is basswood, which I've just painted. It's fairly heavy, so I've got square tubing. There's the larger hole, and here's the smaller square tubing that just telescopes in place. So that's how I get my birds to defy gravity. A lot of times I can make them balance so I don't even have to glue them in place. Okay, this one just wants to kind of rotate that way, but it's not glued in place. Oop, it's upside down. That wouldn't be right. Although hummingbirds get in some crazy positions when they fly, and they're really fun to watch. So I can't wait to spring. I'm already making spring flowers and spring migrating birds. So thanks a lot for following me here. If you find value in these videos, I appreciate you subscribing to my channel and or commenting how I can improve my videos, what you'd like to see. I'd be glad to share my experience with you. I also offer lessons on my website. I have students. I was a professor of art for over 7 years, but I've decided to do this full time, and it's very rewarding. So I hope to see you either at a show or please visit my website and drop some comments. And thanks a lot for following me. Have a great day.